InvestorIdeas.com podcast.
Good afternoon and welcome to another InvestorIdeas.com podcast, looking at cannabis news, stocks to watch, as well as insights from thought leaders and experts. Today we're looking at announcements from Aurora Cannabis Incorporated, trading on the TSX as ACB and the New York Stock Exchange as ACB, Khiron Life Sciences Corporation, trading on the TSX Venture as KHRN and the OTCQB as KHRNF, Cannabis One Holdings Incorporated, trading on the CSE as CBIS, Liht Cannabis Corporation, trading on the CSE as LIHT, and FSD Pharma Incorporated, trading on the CSE as Huge and the OTCQB as FSDDF. First, looking at Khiron Life Sciences Corporation, a vertically integrated cannabis leader with core operations in Latin America, who announced today the appointment of Dr. Erwin Bendick, MD, MA, MPH, as Medical Director of Skincare. This appointment expands the company's scientific expertise and resources for future product and brand development, global strategic alliances, and research and education initiatives across Latin America. Andre Galafre, Khiron co-founder and VP of Business Development, stated that the appointment of Dr. Bendick is an important addition to our skincare until as we ramp up our retail distribution and further advance new product research and development. Dr. Bendick's proven skincare and cosmetology experience, together with his exceptional industry network, will be invaluable as we execute our research-based product development strategy. Dr. Bendick brings 20 years of global experience in general dermatology, cutaneous surgery, anti-aging dermatology, and predictive genetics. A graduate of medical dermatology from the Universidad Javeriana, Colombia, specialist in anti-aging from the WISAM in Paris, master in public health from the Universidad de Granada, master in bioethics, health and law from the Universidad de Rennes, and specialist in clinical trials from Harvard University. Dr. Bendick is a regular speaker at national and international events and is considered a pioneer in CBD cosmeceutical product development. Next, we look at Aurora Cannabis Incorporated, who is trading upwards of up to 10% following today's announcement that it has appointed Nelson Peltz as a strategic advisor. Mr. Peltz and Aurora will work collaboratively and strategically to explore potential partnerships that would be optimal strategic fit for successful entry into each of Aurora's contemplated market segments. Mr. Peltz will also advise on the company's global expansion strategy. Nelson is a globally recognized business visionary with a strong track record of constructive engagement to generate accelerated, profitable growth and shareholder value across many industry verticals that are of great interest to us, said Terry Booth, CEO. Like us, Nelson also takes a long-term view of value creation to benefit all stakeholders. We look forward to working with Nelson to further extend our global cannabis industry leadership by aligning Aurora with each of the major market segments cannabis is set to impact. Mr. Peltz added that I believe Aurora has a solid execution track record, is strongly differentiated from its peers, has achieved integration throughout the value chain, and is poised to go to the next level across a range of industry verticals. I also believe that Canadian licensed producers, and Aurora in particular, are well positioned to lead in the development of the international cannabis industry as regulations evolve with a strong global replicable operating model. I look forward to working with Terry and the extended Aurora team to evaluate its many operational and strategic opportunities, including potential engagement with mature players in consumer and other market segments. Next, looking at Cannabis One Holdings Incorporated, an emerging premier house of brands in North America, who announced that effective March 5, 2019, it has executed a letter of intent to acquire majority ownership in the California license holder 420 Express Delivery Incorporated, which operates Green Leaf Wellness, a dispensary located in Coachella Valley in California, from Liht Cannabis Corporation, a publicly listed entity trading on the Canadian Securities Exchange. So following the closing of the transaction, it's the intention of the company and Liht Cannabis to rebrand the operating entity Green Leaf Wellness under the banner of the company's retail concept, The Joint trademark. The company anticipates that this acquisition will provide Cannabis One, along with its unique branded products and retail presence, a foothold in the California market from which it may launch its proposed expansion, with a management projected target of 4 additional The Joint trademark locations in the state of. Further 20 The Joint trademark locations plan to arrive in state legal jurisdictions across the U.S. in 2019 to complement its first transaction. Following the execution of the letter of intent, Cannabis One CEO Jeffrey Mascio commented, "The Cannabis One team is pleased by this exciting opportunity to enter the California market, and we believe this acquisition positions our company exceptionally well to promote the expansion of our portfolio of brands within one of the world's most vibrant markets." Mr. Mascio continued, "While we are naturally excited to introduce California to our The Joint trademark retail experience, named among Leaf Live's trademark's top Colorado's picks for several years running, and to roll out our INDVR trademark line of vaporized products across the state. We also view this acquisition as a significant milestone for Cannabis One that not allows us to advance our partnerships with the California cannabis manufacturing and distribution space for exciting new strategic partnerships. Lastly, we look at FSD Pharma Incorporated, a licensed producer under the Cannabis Act, who today announced that Sarah May, PhD, has been appointed president of FV Pharma, a wholly owned subsidiary of FSD Pharma, effective immediately. Dr. May replaces Thomas Fairfull, former president of FV Pharma, as Mr. Fairfull transitions out of the company. Currently responsible for quality assurance at FV Pharma, Dr. May has over 10 years of experience designing, implementing, and managing large-scale research projects in the field, laboratory, and greenhouse settings. Additionally, Dr. May has held numerous leadership positions within the medical cannabis industry, where she oversaw project operations and implementation of quality control and quality assurance measures and standard operating procedures. Dr. May has accumulated expertise in national, international, provincial, and regional legislative acts and regulations. We're excited to elevate Dr. May's current position to president of FV Pharma. Her significant experience managing cannabis operations has already proven a great addition to the company, said FSD Pharma Executive Co-Chairman and CEO Dr. Raza Bakari. Her robust expertise has been made remarkable and will support efficient advancement of the strategic objectives of FV and FSD Pharma. That's all for today's podcast. Podcast is now a certified word trademark on the blockchain through Cognate Incorporated CM certification. InvestorIdeas.com podcasts are also available on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play Music, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, and TuneIn. If you'd like to be a guest or sponsor of this podcast, please contact InvestorIdeas.com. Investor Ideas reminds all listeners to read our disclaimers and disclosures on the InvestorIdeas.com website, and this podcast is not an endorsement to buy products or services or securities. Investors are reminded that all investments involve risk and possible loss of investment. Investor Ideas does not condone the use of cannabis except where permissible by law. Our site does not possess, distribute, or sell cannabis products.